In this part of the world, education is a privilege offered to all. How fortunate we are. But access to education is not universal, particularly for girls. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here before you on behalf of the 70 million children, 65 million of whom are girls who cannot receive basic education because they can't afford. If I had the opportunity to invite people to a dinner party to tackle this issue, first on my guest list would be the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate, Malala Yousafzai, who believes educating girls can transform our world into a better place. Another is a goodwill ambassador of the United Nations, Angelina Jolie, who doesn't just speak out for education. She acted upon it, selling her jewelries to fund a school for girls in Afghanistan and other countries. Next, Chinese President Xi Jinping, who has constantly upheld the absolute value of education. He said, "Don't let the children lose at the starting line, because education is very important. It is the key to development." Education needs financial support. I would invite Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook founder, one of the richest men on earth, who committed millions of dollars to supporting education for those who couldn't afford. Fifth is the most influential person in my life, my papa. He believes education begins at home, and his words are what have made me a better person, which is why I am in front of you today. This fast food era of our time is changing our lifestyle. But sitting down at a dinner party with these 5 very different guests is crucial to discuss how to educate the less privileged girls in many countries. Malala Yousafzai, advocate and vigilant fighter. Angelina Jolie, a woman of action. President Xi, who understands the significance of learning. Mark Zuckerberg, a generous philanthropist. And my own father, who has strong faith in the powers of educating girls. With these 5 guests, decisions can be made, platforms can be established, and action can be taken to help the less fortunate girls. Ladies and gentlemen, regardless of your nationality, gender, or social status, join me, hand in hand, and let us change our world together through educating girls. As Malala said, 1 child, 1 teacher, 1 book, and 1 pen can change the world. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for your speech. I enjoyed that very much. That was great. Now, as a related question to the dinner party, I wanted to ask you, have you had a dinner party so unforgettable that you would definitely like to repeat it? What made it so unforgettable?
Thank you for your question. Dinner parties are something that I really love to go to. A dinner party that has been most unforgettable is definitely a dinner party that happened in my 6th grade. The people and the guests were my classmates, my beautiful and loving classmates, and my teachers, the principal. And what made this so unforgettable was the love inside this dinner party. I remember everyone crying because we were going to leave each other in a very short period of time. What made it so unforgettable, however, what made it more unforgettable, was the fact that everyone was really happy that we were all united. We were all united because we were all of one body. We were one people, we were one group sitting down at a dinner party. And this is what have made this dinner party so unforgettable. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you very much for your speech. It was very interesting. And as you said, girls' education is a really serious, important issue. My question is, what is one gender stereotype that you think needs to be tackled now?
Thank you for your question. One gender stereotype that I believe has to be tackled immediately, as soon as possible, is the fact that people seem to look down on girls, especially in places and countries around, for example, India or Indonesia. I believe that the male people looking down on women, just because they are born women, is something that has to be changed as soon as possible. Because even though it might not seem like much in this world, but girls can do a lot that men cannot. For example, Michelle Obama said that if we don't allow women to work in our society, we have neglected more than half the country's population and more than half the country's talents. So I believe that looking down on women is something that has to be changed as soon as possible, because we can do as much as men. Thank you.